Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Jane and Alex podcast. I am Jane, and I am so happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. It is great to see you, Jane, and it is great to be speaking to all of our listeners again. How are you doing today, Jane?
I am doing really well. Thank you, Alex. I've had a busy week, but I am excited to record this episode. How about you? How was your week?
My week was good, thanks. It was a little bit tiring, actually. I spent a lot of time looking at screens. My computer, my phone, my tablet. My eyes are a little tired.
Oh, I know that feeling. That actually leads us perfectly into today's topic. Today, we are talking about something that everyone uses, but everyone has a different opinion about.
That is right. Today's topic is social media. Is it good or is it bad?
This is such a big topic, Alex. Social media is everywhere. We use it to talk to friends, to read the news, to watch funny videos, and even to learn English.
Exactly. It is a huge part of our lives. But many people worry that we use it too much. They worry that it is bad for our mental health. So we are going to look at both sides today.
We will talk about the positives and the negatives. We will also teach you some very useful vocabulary and phrases that native speakers use when they talk about apps like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter.
And as always, we will act out some real-life conversations so you can hear how to use these words in context. Are you ready to get started, Jane?
I am definitely ready. Let's dive in. So, Alex, let's start with the basics. What is your personal relationship with social media? Do you use it a lot?
That is a good question. To be honest, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. Love-hate relationship is a great phrase. It means there are things I love about it and things I hate about it.
I think many people feel that way. What do you love about it?
I love staying connected. I have friends who live in different countries. Without social media, I would probably never see their photos or know what they are doing. It helps me feel close to them.
I agree. It is amazing for keeping in touch. Keeping in touch means maintaining contact with someone. I use it for that too. I also love the inspiration. I follow cooking pages and travel pages. It gives me new ideas.
That is the good side. It is a tool for connection and learning. But what about the bad side? What do you dislike, Jane?
Well, the biggest problem for me is the time. It's a major distraction. Sometimes I pick up my phone just to check the time, and suddenly 30 minutes have passed. I was just scrolling and scrolling.
Ah, yes. We call that mindless scrolling. You are not really looking for anything specific. You are just moving your finger up the screen, looking at random things. It can be very addictive.
Exactly. And sometimes after I scroll for a long time, I don't feel good. I feel a bit tired or even anxious. I start comparing my life to other people's lives.
That is a very common feeling. On social media, people usually only show the best parts of their lives. We call this a highlight reel. You see their vacations, their nice dinners, and their happy moments. You don't see their bad days.
Highlight reel, that is a great term. It's like a movie of only the best scenes. If you compare your normal daily life to someone else's highlight reel, you will feel bad.
Precisely. So we have connection and inspiration on one side and distraction and comparison on the other side. Let's look at some specific situations where this happens.
Okay, let's imagine a situation. Imagine you are at a restaurant having dinner with a friend. This is a very common situation now.
Okay, I am at dinner. What happens?
Well, imagine your friend is constantly checking their phone. Every time the phone buzzes or lights up, they look at it. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I am not important. It is rude. We actually have a word for this now. It is called phubbing.
Phubbing? I have never heard that word. What does it mean?
It is a combination of the words phone and snubbing. To snub someone means to ignore them. So phubbing is ignoring someone in favor of your phone.
Wow, I learned a new word today. Phubbing. That is very useful because it happens all the time. Let's try a little role play about this. I will be the friend on the phone and you are trying to talk to me.
Okay, let's do it. Action. So Jane, I was telling you about my new job. It is really challenging, but...
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Jane, are you listening to me?
Oh, sorry, Alex. I was just checking this notification. Someone liked my photo. What were you saying?
I was talking about my job. Can you please put your phone away? It bothers me when you look at it while we were talking.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit. I will put it in my bag. Please continue.
That was perfect, Jane. That is exactly how those conversations go.
It feels awkward to be the person on the phone, but I think we all do it sometimes. What are some phrases we can use to tell someone to stop looking at their phone politely?
You can say, "Do you mind if we have a no phone rule for dinner?" That is a friendly way to suggest it.
That is good. Or you could say, let's unplug for a bit and catch up.
Yes, unplug means to disconnect from technology. It is a very popular verb these days. We talk about unplugging on the weekend or on vacation.
Let's talk about another situation. What about work? Social media isn't just for fun anymore. It is also for business. We have LinkedIn, for example.
That is true. LinkedIn is a social media platform for professionals. The language we use there is very different from the language we use on TikTok or Instagram. Definitely. On Instagram, I might post a picture of my cat and say, "Look how cute she is, #catlife." But I would never do that on LinkedIn.
Right. On LinkedIn, you want to sound professional. You share articles about your industry, you congratulate colleagues on their promotions, you talk about achievements.
Let's do a comparison. How would you share the news that you got a new job on Instagram versus on LinkedIn?
Okay, good challenge. On Instagram, I would post a selfie in front of the new office building. The caption would be casual, maybe, "So excited to start this new chapter. New job, new vibes. Let's go."
New vibes. Very casual, very cool. Now, how would you say that on LinkedIn?
On LinkedIn, I would write, "I am thrilled to announce that I have accepted a position as a senior manager at Company X. I am looking forward to applying my skills and working with this talented team."
Wow, that is completely different. Thrilled to announce instead of so excited, accepted a position instead of new job. This is why context is so important in English.
Yes. Learners often make the mistake of being too casual in professional settings or too formal in casual settings. You don't want to sound like a textbook when you are just chatting on Instagram.
Speaking of mistakes, let's talk about some common grammar mistakes related to social media. I hear a specific preposition mistake all the time.
I think I know which one you mean. Is it about where we post things?
Yes. Do we say in Instagram or on Instagram?
We always say on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter.
Right. Think of it like a surface or a platform. You put something on a platform. You don't put it inside it. So I saw a funny video on TikTok, not in TikTok.
However, we do use in for specific groups or messages. For example, I sent you a message in your DMs.
Ah, good point. DM stands for direct message. That is the private chat. So on the feed, but in the inbox.
Exactly. Another common mistake is confusing the words post and upload.
Can you explain the difference?
Sure, they are very similar, but upload is the technical action of moving a file from your device to the internet. Post is the action of publishing it so people can see it. Usually, we just use post for everything.
So I would say, I'm going to post this photo rather than I'm going to upload this photo.
Yes, post is much more natural in daily conversation. Did you post that yet? Is a very common question.
Let's talk about some slang words. Social media creates new words faster than any other topic. Have you heard the word influencer?
Of course, an influencer is a person who has many followers on social media. They can influence or change what people buy or think. Companies pay them to advertise products.
Right. And what about troll? This is a negative word.
A troll is someone who posts mean or negative comments just to make people angry. They want to start an argument. The best advice is don't feed the trolls.
That means don't reply to them. If you ignore them, they go away. What about viral? We all want to go viral.
To go viral means that a piece of content, a video, a photo, or a tweet becomes extremely popular very quickly. Millions of people see it and share it.
Imagine if this podcast went viral. That would be amazing.
That would be great. So if you are listening, please share this episode. Maybe we can go viral.
Let's move to another section. I want to talk about how to sound more confident when discussing this topic. Sometimes learners are afraid to give their opinion because they don't have the vocabulary.
That is true. A great way to sound confident is to use phrases like "from my perspective" or "the way I see it," instead of just saying "I think."
I like that. So instead of saying, I think social media is bad, I could say, the way I see it, social media can be harmful if we are not careful.
Yes, it sounds much more sophisticated. Another good phrase is "it depends on," because usually the answer isn't just yes or no. It depends on how you use it.
It depends on how you use it. That is the key. Let's practice a debate. I will take the side that social media is bad. You take the side that social media is good.
We have to defend our opinions.
Challenge accepted. You go first.
Okay, the way I see it, social media is bad because it destroys real-life communication. People don't talk face-to-face anymore. They just send emojis. We are losing the ability to have deep conversations.
I understand your point, Jane, but I have to disagree. Actually, social media allows us to communicate with more people than ever before. I can talk to a friend in Japan and a friend in Brazil at the same time. It expands our world, it doesn't shrink it.
That is true, but are those connections real? You might have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but who can you call if you are sick? Social media creates a false sense of friendship. It makes us feel lonely even when we are connected.
That is a valid argument. However, think about communities. If you have a rare hobby, or if you are going through a specific problem, you can find a support group online. You can find people who understand you. You might not find those people in your own town.
Okay, I admit that is a strong benefit. Support groups are very important. But what about fake news? Social media spreads lies very fast. People believe things without checking the facts. This is dangerous for society.
I agree that misinformation is a huge problem, but social media also gives everyone a voice. In the past, only big TV stations controlled the news. Now, regular people can share what is happening in their streets. It creates more transparency. Okay, Alex, you are very good at this. You have very strong arguments. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle.
It usually is. It is not black and white. It is gray. It is a tool. A hammer can build a house, or it can break a window. It depends on the person holding the hammer.
That is a beautiful metaphor. Social media is a tool. We have to learn how to use it responsibly.
Exactly. So how can we use it responsibly? What are some tips for our listeners?
First, I think we should set limits. Maybe say no phone after 9 p.m. or no social media during breakfast.
Limits are great. Also, curate your feed. Curate means to select and organize. If you follow accounts that make you feel bad or angry, unfollow them. Follow accounts that teach you English or make you laugh or inspire you.
Yes, unfollow the negativity and turn off notifications. You don't need to know immediately every time someone likes your photo. Check it when you want to, not when the phone tells you to.
That is excellent advice. Take control of your device.
Before we finish, let's recap the key vocabulary we learned today. We learned a lot of words.
We did. We talked about scrolling, moving up and down the screen. We talked about phubbing, ignoring someone for your phone.
We learned about the highlight reel, showing only the best moments, and unplugging, disconnecting from technology.
We discussed the difference between posting and uploading, and we learned about influencers, trolls, and going viral.
And don't forget the grammar. We are on a platform, not in it, but we are in the DMs.
Perfect. I think our listeners are ready to talk about social media in English now.
I hope so. We would love to hear your opinion. Listeners, what do you think? Is social media good or bad? How do you use it?
You can leave a comment below this video. Tell us your thoughts. Do you prefer Instagram or TikTok? Do you have a rule for using your phone?
We read all the comments, and we love hearing from you. It is the best part of our day.
Also, if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps us create more content for you.
And share it with a friend who is learning English. Maybe you can practice the dialogue together.
Thank you so much for listening to the Jane and Alex podcast. We appreciate you.
Have a wonderful week, everyone. Try to unplug a little bit this week.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.